What is good, everybody? What is good? Big Game James here at the job. Nah, dude. Just making a quick video, give my quick thoughts on the game. Salutes to anybody jumps in the feed. However, just thought I'd say what's up. And like I said, give my quick thoughts on this Browns Cowboys contest that's coming up. Like I said, shout out to everybody that jumps in the feed. But just some of my quick thoughts initially. Uh, we got to win this game for a few reasons. I'll give you the last reason before I get off. But we got to win this game because you don't want to start no 1-3. Even though I think the schedule is favorable after this game. Um, what up, KMT? Hey ho! Um, you got the Redskins. You got the Giants after that. Then you got the Redskins. You got the Cardinals. You got the Eagles before you touch the Steelers. So you really you gotta schedule that is favorable in the NFC, but you gotta win this game right here because the Browns are a talented team. What's going on? What's going on, Manuel? Aaron Lewis, what's good with you? Yeah, Cardinals gonna be tough because Wilson, but they can be beat. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a tough matchup just because Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald. It's gonna be a tough matchup, but it's a winnable game. But this game here against the Browns, this is a game. First of all, when you look at the Browns, they have a very talented roster. On the offensive line, they got Conklin, who they got from the Titans. You know, he was a top draft pick, and he's playing pretty well. They got Jedrick Wilson. Hey, ho, what's up, Willie Stover? How you doing? Floyd Perrier, how you doing? Manuel, how you doing? But when I think of, like I said, the offensive line, they got the first-round draft pick, Jedrick Willis, I'm sorry, playing the tackle position. They got a pretty good guard there, I believe, as well. They got a young front line, but it's pretty decent offensive front line. Obviously, we know the offensive weapons that they have. Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, they're going to be a problem, especially Jarvis Landry, because he can kill you intermediate. 13 targets, 12 catches, 93 catch radius, and he's just a guy that makes those tough catches when you really need him most. So I know about Odell Beckham, and we know what he's done to Dallas, but he hasn't really killed Dallas even when he was with the Giants. But Jarvis Landry is a guy that you're going to have to keep your eye on because he can make those back-breaking catches like I posted earlier. So we're really going to have to, tighten up in that secondary. They run a lot of two tight end sets. They run the 11 personnel, but they definitely like running that two tight end set with it was Austin Hooper, and they also have Bryant. Both of those tight ends, and like I said, they do a lot heavy play action. They like to run that ball. I think, like I said, Nick Chubb is averaging 17 carries a game. Kareem Hunt is averaging 13 carries a game, and Baker Mayfield is only averaging 188 yards a game and 6.8 yards a pass play. So that's telling me when he first came in the league, they were just throwing it everywhere around with him. But now it's telling me that Stefanski, the new coach, is going to say, you know what, we're not going to let Baker get out there and play crazy. We're not going to go out there and let him make mistakes. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this ball control type offense. We're going to run heavy play action. We're going to go short passes, get the short passing game on, and really control the game, control the line of scrimmage, and control the game. And they're not letting Baker just fling it around everywhere because to me, Baker Mayfield is a wild type, gunslinger type quarterback. And I want him to beat us because he is the one that can lose the game. Jump on the defensive side, that front is formidable. Obviously, we know about Myles Garrett, 3 sacks. They also got Claiborne from Atlanta. We remember what he did. He has 2 sacks. Sheldon Richardson, nice defensive tackle. He has 2 sacks. They still got Olivier Vernon. Joe Jackson's on the team getting some reps. And I made this post. Keep your eye on this young guy they got from Missouri, Jordan Elliott. He has made some sneaky plays, and he's a sneaky player. Doesn't have any sacks, but he's super, super active. So they're really going to have to get after this front. Linebackers, they got Malcolm Smith from us. Actually, they got Jalen Jones, Joe Jackson, and Malcolm Smith. But Malcolm Smith is making some plays over there. I wish we would have kept him, but we kept Sean Lee. But Dallas offensive line, They just talked about Zach Martin is going to stay at right guard. Hopefully, Tyron Smith practiced today, lightly, limited. So hopefully he can come out there and play. We're really going to need him. You can switch a Brandon Knight back to that right side because I do not want Terrence Steele starting on that right side against a Myles Garrett. That's going to be a bad, bad, bad day. I showed you them stats on him. What up, what up? I showed you them stats on him. What's up, Root Glock? What's up, Always Like a Lady? So we'll see if Tyron Smith is able to go. If he's able to go, that's going to be huge because then you can kick Brandon Knight. Even though I feel like Myles Garrett still would give Brandon Knight some problems, Brandon Knight is a better player I trust. What up, Gambino? Brandon Knight is a guy that I trust more than a Terrence Steele. He'll fight. He's going to have some issues with a Myles Garrett, but not like no Terrence Steele, so I'll be better with that. But at the end of the day, they got Denzel Ward back there. I believe they got Abrams over there. Not Abrams. Carl Joseph, I believe. I think he's over there as well as the safety because they lost Grant Delpit. But they got a talented roster, man. But here's the thing. As talented as that roster is to me, and I'm not hating, but it's still the Browns to me. They don't have impressive victories to me. The one team they did play, the Baltimore Ravens, annihilated them 38-6. They shut down that run game, put it on Baker, and guess what? They lost. So that's what the Cowboys are going to have to do. They're going to have to shut this run game down. We went in the game saying Todd Gurley, that Malcolm Brown with the Rams, that wasn't really scary. Cam Akers, Todd Gurley got pretty much shut down. They really didn't run the ball on us in Seattle, except with combined running. But with Kareem Hunt and Chubb, they're going to force that run. They're going to keep running. They're going to stay true to that run game, especially with Dallas. So Dallas has to get up on them. And Chubb is the type of running back that he keeps fighting and grinding. And next thing you know, a 2-yard here, a 3-yard here, 4-yard, then he gets a 16-yard gain. He's a load. I like Nick Chubb, and Kareem Hunt comes right behind him. So they're really going to run that two-back set, and they're definitely going to run a lot of play action in them tight end shorts in the flats, over the middle. So our linebackers, our secondary is going to have to make sure we make the right calls, get the people in the right positions, or it's going to be a problem for this team. And here's the thing. This can be a great game for the for the Cowboys defense. This is a type of game where with all that talent that the Browns have, this is a game because they don't play consistently to that talent to me. They don't play to that talent. Because when I watched them play and went over the tape against Seattle, against the Bengals and the Washington team, the Bengals, I mean, they don't have a good team. I mean, their offensive line is not that good. They had a good running game, but it got stalled because they got behind. But Joe Burrow picked apart that defense. Although he did throw 60 times, he still looked poised. He still kept them in the game and almost brought them back. In that Washington game, honestly, Dwayne Haskins is not a good quarterback. Dwayne Haskins put the Washington team in a very bad position a lot of that game. That he had 2 first-half interceptions when they were basically driving. He basically let the Browns back in the game. If Washington would have had better quarterback play, I definitely think they win that game because the defensive front, and they lost Chase Young in the first quarter. They didn't even have Chase Young, and they were still bottling up Chubb and Hunt. But when they did get stops, Haskins threw 2 bad interceptions in their own territory, and they capitalized. And then when they actually came back and took the lead, when they were winning, Haskins threw another bad interception and got the Browns right back into position, and they scored another touchdown. So when I see 3 turnovers by Haskins, and they were in the second half that made them get the lead because they were winning the game. They were driving up and down the field. Cleveland Browns defense is ranked 24 overall, so they're not a super impressive defense. And with all that talent on the front, you can move the ball on them pretty readily. You can run the ball on them. I think every team that they played at 100 yards on them, except the Bengals, and that's because they went into pass mode. So this is a game where we talked about last week. I said, let's throw the ball, let's attack their weakness. This is a game where Ezekiel Elliott can eat. Even though with that good front line that they have, talented front line, we can eat. So I really hope Tyron Smith can play because that will really help the offense going what they need to do. So yes, this to me is a balanced game. Running and passing, we can do that with the Browns. And This is a game that it can get out of hand for the Cowboys. This is a game where we can get turnovers. This is a game where I see us getting at least a couple turnovers, but you got to put your hand on the ball. You know why? Because I believe Baker Mayfield will give it up. Baker Mayfield, one thing I watched about him, he was played at Oklahoma, so I got to see him for a few years because I'm a Texas boy. But one thing I know about Baker Mayfield, you can get in his head early. He's kind of a firecracker, you know what I'm saying? And when you get in his head early, he makes big mistakes. You know what I'm saying? He's very erratic. You know, when he makes mistakes, to me, you can get in his head and he gets down. When he gets down, he gets happy feet. He starts to tend to doing things you really want to do. Erratic passes, overthrown. I mean, he's an erratic quarterback to me. I mean, PFF got on Pro Football Focus, got some rank out of 35, out of 32 quarterbacks. I think he's ranked like 27. So the numbers are low for him because they know, like we know, that Baker Mayfield will give that football up. Baker Mayfield will play erratic. So my thing is this, Cowboys, shut down that run and really, really attack. What's going on, Ready Red? Really, really attack Baker Mayfield. I know they got those receivers, and I know that we haven't been the greatest as far as single man coverage, but we're going to have to make some plays on Baker. He will throw interceptions. This is a guy, when we talked about Mount Ryan, when we talked about, you know, Russell Wilson, we already know what he was going to do. When we talked about Jared Goff, I don't think Jared Goff is a good quarterback, a great quarterback. He's a decent quarterback, but Sean McVay puts him in positions to where he's really successful. Stefanski is doing that with Baker Mayfield now, but we need to get after Baker Mayfield so we can make them throw the ball a lot, because they're not throwing the ball a lot, maybe 23 to 24 times a game. They're doing it with ball control and a short passing game, and just basically dinking and dunking and beating you that way. And hopefully the defense can stop you because they have a pretty good defense. So I'm saying get after Baker Mayfield, because when he starts playing erratic, when he starts playing all wild and you see him, his head's like out of the game, Cleveland follows his whole thing. The whole team kind of falls like him. So we really need to be after Baker Mayfield, like be after him crazy. Stack that run, stop that run. Chubb cannot grind out them yards because he's a strong, powerful back, and he gets stronger as the game goes. So we must stop that run and must attack Baker. If you got to send some blitzes on him early just to hit him, like I said, he gets the scrambling, he gets them happy feet, he throws erratic passes, he throws bad balls, he throws bad interceptions. He will do it. So get after him, Cowboys, for sure. And one last thing. I got a guy who I'm going on having a show with this Friday. His name is Fred Yates, not related to me. Yates. I am uncommon. He is common. Yeah, Mel, we hit that 4K, baby. But make sure you tune in that Friday night because we're going at it. I went to media school with him. What's up, Jop? What's up? Hey, Perry, make sure you get in my Big Game James page on my Facebook. Get on my Big Game James page on my Facebook and give me your information, because the decals, my dog Charlie Bridges, who won the contest, he got his decals and some more stuff just delivered to him. So you got to get in my inbox so I can give you your prize on your delivery. What's he said? You got the notion? Nah, dog, I'm not agreeing with that. Guys just need to know their assignments. I don't believe that it has to be dumbed down. The plays that they scored touchdowns on wasn't done anything complicated in the defense. That was guys not knowing their assignments. That's guys not being in the right positions, and that was nothing complicated when they scored those touchdowns on us. That was good film study on their part. So I'm not going to go with that notion that it's just such of a complicated defense. I understand on the fronts where you had Everson Griffin standing up, he did look awkward. You can have him go to the ground. I can understand D-Law, but D-Law doesn't look terrible standing up, but I can understand that concept as far as the pass rushing goes, but I don't think that defense is so complicated that it's messing up where they're missing calls all the time now, because I seen that Seattle game, I watched the tape, those didn't look like complicated calls. That looked like bad play by the safeties. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So they just got to, do, like you said, do their job, do your assignments. You do those assignments, you're going to win the game. You will, and you can win this game handily. This can be a game where you walk out with this talented team on the Browns. You can walk out this game with like a 28-10 victory, a 28-17 victory, and basically shutting them down on all fronts. This can be a turnover-filled game for the Cowboys. this can be a game where this gets you back on the mark. This is the game that can get you back on the mark because you have a talented team, but this team does not play to their talent all the time. And this can be one of those games where the defense can get back and get some moxie and some mojo. I really feel that in this game. This is the game the defense can get some moxie. Even though as talented as Cleveland is, it's still Cleveland to me. But one last thing before I get out of here. I got this guy named Fred Yates. Like I said, he's not related to me, but he's a crazy homer Cleveland fan, dog. Like he is a homer. Like he is a homer like no other. You can say nothing about Cleveland. They can lose every damn game. The whole team could play terrible. The numbers and stats could be the worst ever. And he's still saying they're good. He's still saying they're great. He's one of them dudes. And we went to media school together. He graduated after me. He's in the media game. He has his own high school football thing that he does. He was doing some Cleveland media back in the day. So he's heavy in the media game as well. So he knows this little thing. But me and him are going to go at it. But one thing we have to do, Cowboys. I know you don't look at my feed. No, maybe you do look at the feed because I think like y'all get information. But please, Cowboys, do not lose this game to this Browns because I'm not listening to this dude. Like this dude, like Browns, like Philly fans, Washington fans, all Giants fans. Like I know I'm gonna see y'all again. I know if y'all beat us one week, I'm gonna see y'all another time because we play y'all twice, and we see y'all every single year. We don't see the Browns every single year. You feel me? So I'm gonna have to hear this dude's mouth for 4 years. And when I tell you this dude don't shut up, when I tell you this dude does not shut up, he does not shut up. He will be in my inbox every day. He will tag me every day. It will be so annoying to me. So please, Cowboys, please bring your game. Please let's not lose on these talented but underachieving Browns, because that's what they are to me, talented but underachieving. Please let's not lose to these dudes, because I'm going to be pissed off if we lose to these dudes, and I got to hear this dude's mouth, especially after I do the show with him. He's going to be, it's not even going to be unrelenting. It's just going to be annoying as hell, and I have to hear that for the next 4 years, and I ain't trying to hear that shit. So Cowboys, look at my video, beat these underachieving, talented Browns. This can be a dominating game for the defense. I know we don't believe it because we got a 30 ranked defense and we're near the bottom of the barrel in damn near every major statistic. But I think this still can be a game where the defense rises up and shows some things that it didn't in those previous 3 games, because I believe the Browns do not play to their talent, much like Dallas has. So Cowboys, please win the game. Dog, Haskins was killing him. He ain't good. Dog. Lamar Jackson's annihilated him. Joe Burrow ate him. So Dak Prescott should feast. Ezekiel Elliott should be able to run the ball. And the Cowboys should really win this game. So let's handle our business. Let's do what we need to do and get this victory. Make sure you check out the hype tonight. Jesse Holly is going to be on there. It's going to be explosive because we're going to talk about all kind of things on the hype. So make sure all my peoples, all my members, everybody be deep in that feed so we can talk Cowboys football, get hopefully some inside intel on what's going on with the offensive line, DeMarcus Lawrence, play calling, schemes, whatever. So, you know Holly's going to tell you the truth. You know he's going to speak it real, and that's all we bring on the hype. So make sure you tune into the hype tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Be deep in the feeds. Law Nation, Skywalker Steel, Big Game James. Let's make it deep. All my members better be in there thick, and let's just have a good time. And then tomorrow we'll talk more Cowboys-Browns matchup. Friday will be me and Yates getting it in for the Cowboys-Browns, getting at it. Saturday is the final thoughts with me and Boss Cowboys. That's our podcast popping, and you know how we doing on Sunday for the late night hype. So let's get that dub. Let's do what we need to do, and I'll talk to y'all soon. I'll talk to y'all tonight. I appreciate y'all. One love, and peace.